trying to think of bugs. Hello and what? No.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Nerds to Men.
Why
I
is you-
am your host, Cameo. This is my co-host, Brad, and Buck.
You sounded like Jim Traver.
I know, that's what I was trying to do.
For the nerds out there who don't follow sports radio in Oklahoma City, Jim Traver is the afternoon guy, and every day that's his good. It's a relatively be happy Friday,
Right? Yes, yes.
Because it is Friday.
It is Friday,
As we're
yeah.
recording this. You might see it tomorrow, or who knows? I'm lazy, but
But those who do, can I get my Be Happy Friday music, please?
yeah. So yeah, that was a good impersonation.
Hey,
I liked it. Of course, you have to go sit with him in live situations. So.
Working him with 12 years, you kind of pick up some things. So
yeah. You're shaping the minds of America's
shaping
youth.
the minds of today's youth.
I don't know. I'm sure Traver's used to getting roasted, but did he? I wonder if he expected to get roasted on Nerds to Men.
No, but
No.
if I play this for him, I'm pretty sure he'll be like, "Of course."
Yeah.
Guess I'm. What does he say? I guess I'm carrying some nerds on my back now. I carry the station.
Please do. Please
Right?
do. But Buck, Berlin, Cameo, I'm Brad Reed, and me and Cameo, if you're watching this, if you're listening on the podcast, you won't know what we're talking about. But me and Cameo, we have an audition later for Dead Presidents, so that's why we're dressed like we are.
Yeah.
We're going to go rob a bank or something.
I have nothing to do with that.
No.
He's actually making the plans for
My
it.
alibi is that I'm here at the store. I'm going to be over here, and you guys are.
Yeah. We do look kind of like we're about to go hold somebody up.
Right.
When I came in, I was like, Cameo, you got to get rid of that hat because my hair is long and luxurious. I can't do anything now that it's got hat hair, but you...
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
It's
you
going to
can
look
just
horrible. It's
Run
going to
your
look
fingers
terrible.
through your hair. Just
It ain't like that.
yeah, like the movies.
Because I ain't showered in like 10 days, so...
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
knew
gross.
that was something, but I wasn't gonna say anything. So.
All right, so Brad, holding up the super nerd end of the.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, like did you guys ever go to camp?
no.
Seems like there was always one guy at camp that didn't
Never
shower.
showered,
Yeah.
You ever go to comic conventions? Seems
Yeah.
like there's lots of guys that never show. I didn't mean that.
New World Comics Con.
Nerds.
Actually,
PSA. Anywhere the body touches, go wash,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
We all love you.
Well, those suits, like the cosplay, they do get pretty hot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, there's decorum on how to take care of all that.
We're here at New World Comics live. We record it live anyway. But Oklahoma City, if you don't know about New World Comics, if you love comic books or if you want to get into comics, either way, Buck Berlin, this is his store.
Hey.
And it's an amazing store. I love it. Me and Cameo have been going here for years and years and years. Jerry Bennett actually introduced me to this store back in the day. And, we're a week away from Thanksgiving. So, Buck, I want to tell you thank you for all you've done for us, letting us hang out here, and just having an awesome store for us to peruse and read comics. Steal some comics? No. You've never stolen a comic from here, have you, Cameo?
heck no.
But I want to bring something up, and we got a great show, a full show, but I want to bring something up. There was a caper that happened here.
A caper, you say?
Yeah. You had told us I think it was on the New World Comics podcast, right? Which you can find all the same places that you find the Nerds to Men podcast, that there are several Spider-Man
Oh, that one. Yeah.
hidden throughout the store.
Yes.
Well, me and Provo, my buddy Provo and Cameo have searched high and low for all these Spider-Man, and tell me what you told me the other day.
Okay, so after I told you all about it initially, I checked on all the Spider-Man were there, but right after the Halloween Comic Fest sale, some of them had been found and either taken or they were like broken off from where they were and just like set down.
So I wonder, did somebody like hear the podcast and find out about it and then think, if you find them, you're allowed to keep them?
Yeah, no. But so I put back most of the ones where they were.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them that I thought were a little done where they were, I moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I added some too.
Yes.
Ooh.
So there's new ones, Cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's one right behind it.
Yeah. There's that one. I don't remember that one. That one's
that one's
that one's
okay.
new.
All right.
That was how I was like, wait, there's a new Spider-Man, and so that's how the story came up, that there was a Spider-Man caper.
Mm.
Yeah. So there was
Those
another
darn
caper
thieves.
you alluded to. Do you want to talk about that?
Nope. I mean, there are 3 that I can think of, but yeah, we don't want to. Yeah,
I understand, but New World Comics, south of 63rd Street on Meridian, here in Oklahoma City. Comic books that get released here weekly, so you can get your subscriptions, like me and Cameo do. Or they've got all the graphic novels, the trade paperbacks, comics they highly recommend. And later on, we'll get to Oh Buck, yeah.
Yeah, and if you have an interest in comics but don't really know what you're wanting, just come in and I'll just ask you a few questions and I'll find something that you'll absolutely love.
Yeah.
And if I recommend something and you don't love it, bring it back. We'll find you something that you will. Although if you're getting volume 2, I'll kind of know that something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like volume 1, but I want that volume 2.
Yeah.
I think that you've made some deals like that, right? And nobody's ever brought them back.
Yeah, with the big selling things, usually it's the, hey, buy this, read it. If you don't like it, come back and hit me with it.
Yes.
Yeah, no one ever does.
I don't think I'm going to like this Uncanny X-Men, but I'm going to buy it just in case.
Just
so I can
in case.
slap you with it.
Oh, no. All that comes with the specific caveat.
No, okay.
Yeah.
You can't just hit Buck with any comic.
Yeah. Or you can try. Come at me, bro. No.
I do want to tell you about our friends at Paint and Cheers. We talk about Paint and Cheers every week because they are awesome. They're down in the Plaza District here in Oklahoma City, which is the newest and brightest arts district. But they do have a Black Friday sale that begins actually on this coming up Monday. So I don't even know what is today, the 16th. So November 19th, starting then, you can go to Paint and Cheers. That's paint, the letter N, cheers.com. And they've got 2 for 1. So, like if, me and Cameo wanted to go do this, I don't have to pay for me. And then we both could go.
You would pay for me.
Yeah. No, I'd pay for me, but then you could go for free.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't pay for you.
You would have to.
No.
So you could go for free. See how it works?
So I wouldn't be going for free if I pay for you, though.
But you are, though.
But you pay for me, and then I go for free.
No, but...
Shut up. No. But they're 2 for 1 sale. Like I said, 2 people for the price of 1, and it's good for all year. So you buy it, you buy it for the Black Friday sale, but you can use it all year. It's great. And they got Thirsty Thursdays. They're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think more days than that. But they got Thirsty Thursdays with $2 Boda Box wine. Saturdays, they've got bottomless sangria on Saturdays at 2 p.m. And on Sundays at 2 p.m., they have bottomless mimosas. So get your 2 for 1 starting Monday the 19th at paintandcheers.com. And then that's where you also sign up. If you want to do a group party, that'd be great. I think, like you could do Dirty Santa, have a big Christmas party right there at Paint and Cheers. I think that'd be awesome. So get on it. Paint and Cheers. Do it. Yeah. All right. You guys ready to start this show?
Let's do the dang thing.
Longest intro ever.
I like to try to make the intro like a little more like part of the show though than just reading the sponsorships.
Yeah.
Like, give them something to entertain them too, just a little bit.
I don't like entertaining people.
Yeah,
That's
obviously.
the worst.
Obviously, if you've ever heard New World Comics.
Yeah. Well played.
Well played.
All right. Let's get to it. Actually, we're having a great time because that's what we do. But it's been a kind of a somber week.
Yeah.
For fans of comic books. Obviously, Stan Lee passed away this week. What was he, 95?
95. Yeah.
So, at that age, it's one of those things where you're sad because of all the great things he did. But, I mean, God, what an amazing life he's lived.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I can't remember. Has he made the most cameos in movies of anybody?
Yeah.
Cameo's our cameo expert.
Yeah. He's had like over like 60 something. And that's like including like cartoons and movies.
Because it seems like I heard like some kind of trivia once that, and it wasn't Stan Lee. It was like, I thought, the obvious answer was Stan Lee, but man, that guy, and I think I heard that they filmed the Avengers 4 cameo already. So that's pretty cool because it wouldn't be the same without him in it.
Right.
He was in the Venom. That was pretty cool.
Oh, is he?
You haven't seen Venom, have you? Well, we're not going to talk about Venom this show.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But I guess I'm going to put you guys on the spot a little bit. So I'll start with Buck because I'm sure Buck will have a fast answer.
Yeah.
What?
I'm known for being short answered.
What? Well, no, I just mean it'll come to you quick.
Okay.
Tell me two things. What's maybe the thing that made you notice Stan Lee first? What was the comic book maybe that you were like, oh my gosh, this is Stan Lee?
Well, I when I was younger and just getting into the comics, his name was on every single Marvel comic. It was like, Stan Lee presents this. Stan Lee presents this. I was like, who's this guy and why is he always presenting these comics?
Yeah. And then, so it's hard to nail down just the one because there were so many, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But probably the first story that I read that he did was a reprint of Amazing Fantasy 15. It was just kind of okay, so that's the Stan Lee. Got it.
Right.
So,
and then what would you say maybe is the most standout one to you?
Oh man, the most standout comic, for me that he did, Fantastic Four 1. But we've we've talked about that several times. Of course, if this is the first time, go back to some of our other ones because it's a great story about the Fantastic Four issue, but you're a huge fan of Fantastic Four. Oh yeah, massive.
Yeah. So,
but one of the things that everyone's like, oh, he created this, oh, he did this. One of the things that most people don't realize is that Stan Lee made comic books, okay for everyone to read. Like he would go to. He got invited to the Playboy Club, and instead of him just like, hey guys, I do all these Marvel comics, like he'd show up with just stacks of comics and hand it out to everyone and just talk about comics. He'd go to college campuses and do comic symposiums, like, hey, this is actual literature, here's some examples. And he would talk about everything, and it wasn't just, hey guys, Marvel Comics, it's, hey guys, comic books.
Right.
Don't never underestimate comic books.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Cameo, any of them that stand out to you, or the first one, or any that kind of made you think, man, who is this guy?
I will say that X-Men was probably one of my first comic book. I can't remember which one it was. I just remember going to a comic book store and was wanting to read something, but the X-Men cartoon show was on, the Spider-Man cartoon show was on, and so Nightcrawler was one of my favorite ones. So I got a Nightcrawler that had Nightcrawler on it, and then I got into Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was my dude.
Yeah,
ever since.
Yeah, I knew of a lot more of what he had done without knowing who Stan Lee was, because I've talked about this on the show. My introduction to comic books and the characters really was through TV shows, because I didn't have the books when I was growing up. I had the Batman books, but the cartoons, like X-Men, and for a long time I didn't even realize that there was a Marvel and a DC. I figured they were all I remember Captain America because my uncle had a Captain America poster in his room, so I knew who Captain America was. I never read any of the books and stuff, but it was through the cartoons, Spider-Man, X-Men, stuff like that I first, and then man, I don't know. I can't tell you for sure, but it may have been his cameos in the movies that I was like, oh, Stan Lee, Because like I said, I'm a bad nerd. Yeah. Or a late nerd anyway. I didn't get into it until later on. And then when we started doing the podcast about the movies and the TV shows, I got a lot, more into the books and stuff. And but I would definitely have to say, for me, when I think of Stan Lee and what he's done as it, pertains to me, X-Men's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Because I love the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the books. And
you mutie lover.
Yeah. Colonizer.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Not with my Black Panther jacket on, son.
Oh, man.
You're right. You're right. That was a faux pas.
Wow.
Man, are you going to take that from him?
Like, normally I wouldn't admit it to you. But that was a faux pas. But yeah, I mean, so many things. And, one of the things that I really appreciated about Stan Lee and his characters like the X-Men, Black Panther, is his, his attention to civil rights and how it plays out in these books. Mm-hmm. So it teaches people about these things in a way that's entertaining and everything. But I mean, definitely, came through these books and him putting a spotlight on those things.
Oh, and that was always his big goal is, let's do away with bigotry and racism. Like, back in the mid '60s, it was hey guys, I don't know if you all noticed this or not, but this is what the X-Men's about, and everyone's like, oh, it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, and you'd have to be an idiot to not see that.
Yeah. Well,
no, I mean, come on.
It's that, or you're too close to the source material, and you think
Well,
but,
I mean, you're still an idiot.
But maybe it might not have been so obvious to people that like Magneto and Professor X were based on Dr. Martin Luther King, and you know what I'm saying, and Malcolm X. That might not have been something that a lot of people picked up on until they found out, and then like, oh yeah. But, of course, with the mutants and the muties and I mean, there was definitely that parallel there that was easier to kind of make a connection to. But like I say, who else was doing that? I'm sure there were other people that were doing it, but I feel like Stan Lee and, these comics, that was a big part of his legacy.
Yeah.
So that's what I admired most about Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's amazing how the things that he created have become so mainstream now.
Yeah, pop culture. I mean, it's what Spider-Man's been around for 70
since 1962.
Oh, okay. So what's that? 50. I can't even do math right now. 54? No, wait. What's 80? What's 2018?
We're
56?
Almost, yeah.
We don't do math here.
I went to college.
Me and Cameo are radio guys.
Yeah.
We don't do math.
Yeah.
Math.
Man, if it goes over 60 seconds, we're done.
Yeah. Because they told us we wouldn't have calculators, and that was a lie. So we decided to throw out all math altogether.
Exactly.
But like I say, it's just amazing the legacy that Stan Lee left. You can't argue anything about that, and I can't think of like any controversies or
Well, there's one.
Well,
that I can think of.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I also we're not really here to dredge that necessarily. No. So you can tell me,
but I also don't
think
after the
weren't until now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's not a lot you can say about him that in a negative light. I think he did a lot of great things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you follow me on social media, I've been wearing Marvel-esque gear all week. So, and I'm deeming November 12th and the rest of the week is Stan Week Lee.
You just called him weak.
You did.
Nope.
Oh,
it's
man.
double E, not EA.
Stan Weekly.
Huh.
He's weekly.
Lee.
I respected you.
Stand for Stan Week Lee.
Nope.
I ruined it.
You can't dig out of that.
I ruined it. So, okay, got it. You're wearing Spider-Man undies. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
He is.
Yeah, I am.
I can see him poking out.
There's no pants.
Nope.
All right.
I feel comfortable when I'm only in my underwear, okay?
Cameo, during the shows, he's like Howard the Duck. We'll just put it like that.
Yeah.
He's wearing a shirt, no pants.
I'm like Deadpool in Deadpool 2.
Yes. Which Deadpool, they're re-releasing that pretty soon, right?
December 12th.
For 12 days, yeah.
December 12th to the 24th.
And it's going to be, is it still PG-13?
Yep.
Okay.
And Fred Savage is going to be in it.
Yeah, they're making it like the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. I love Fred Savage. All right. So anything else you guys want to say about Stan Lee before we move on?
Honestly,
did you cry? Did you get a little tear?
No, man. He's 95. He lived his life.
Yeah. I agree with that. So, but
but it's just going to suck though whenever because the Gifted that comes on Fox on Tuesdays showed in memory of, and I was like, oh man, that sucks because that's going to be on every single Marvel movie next year.
Here's the thing, like the Infinity War, like that's since it's the last one for so many of them, man, that's just going to have so much more impact.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this before we move on too. What was the last big character he created?
Oh, probably. Well, I mean, you could argue Sturperella for Spike, but if you're going like Marvel character, Speedball.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Speedball.
Well, supposedly, I don't know how big this character is going to be, but I heard him and his daughter were in collaboration with a new character called Dirt Man.
I heard that before he passed that they created a new one.
Yeah. So I don't know how far that's going to go. I don't know if his daughter is going to ruin this for everybody, but yeah. So be on the lookout for Dirt Man.
All right. All right. So
I don't know.
Sorry.
We ended this very somber conversation
with Dirt Man.
With Dirt Man and laughter. Hey, I think Stan Lee would like it that way, though.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to stay in the Marvel universe because there was some rumors, I guess, was it?
Yep.
That they are honing in on a director for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
Which you told me the name, and I don't know who this guy is. His name is Travis Knight. Do you know of anything else that Travis Knight has done?
Yeah, he did the Kubo and the Two Strings, and he's directing the Bumblebee movie that's coming out later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the first one, that one was animated?
Yeah, he did like Paranorman and Box Trolls. And so
it's almost like claymation, stop motion.
Yeah. So I mean, if he can do that, what's a tree and a raccoon after that?
Right.
You know what's interesting is I grew up with a guy, or went to school with a guy anyway. His name was Travis Knight. And he was an actor, and he was in a famous movie. And I don't think it's the same guy.
Which famous movie?
UHF. With Weird Al.
Yeah.
He had a scene where he's Weird Al's filming his show or whatever, and he's talking to this kid. He's like, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Billy." He's Billy who? And he spits on his nose. Well, that was my buddy Travis. And he told us that he like literally had to sit there and spit on his nose 30 times, like over and over and over till they got just the right one.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, couldn't y'all like special effects that?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I have a friend who's who made the trip to Tulsa and is hitting all the UHF places right now. Like he went to like Spatula City and he went to
yeah. Well, Travis moved away, and we were thinking he was going to be in that Hook. Remember Hook? It had like a bunch of the kids in it.
Yeah.
But then we never heard of Travis again. And then I think he was back in Oklahoma.
You talking about the Robin Williams Hook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he ended up being in that. But
he was Rufio, you say?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But he went out there to try to audition for that.
Okay.
So he moved out to California, and that was the last I saw Travis until Guardians of the Galaxy came, and now he's a big time director.
Oh wow!
So we'll get him on the show. Another nerd news that we'll throw in here real quick. There's been some announcement on Supergirl and who might be playing Lex Luthor. Not really might. It's a done deal, right? Tell us, Buck.
So did you all ever watch Superman 4?
No,
I can't remember.
Which one? Who was in that?
So let me pull up.
That wasn't the one with Richard Pryor, was it?
No. It was the one after it.
Okay.
It was done by the studio that did like Electric Boogaloo and all them. Like it was done well after the fact, and it was really, really terrible. But so in it, John Cryer plays Lex Luthor's like nephew.
And John Cryer's the guy that's on 2.5 Men, or was on 2.5 Men.
Yeah. And he was in the John Hughes movies. And
back in the 80s, right? Yeah. Was he Ducky?
Yeah, he was Ducky.
Yeah.
So he's apparently going to be Lex Luthor.
Interesting.
Which
interesting. I don't see that at all.
Yeah, I don't see that at all either.
Is he going to shave his head?
Or he's going to get it curly and he's going to play like straight up Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah. Please don't. Please don't.
Real estate mogul Gene Hackman.
Okay, so I'm looking at a picture of John Cryer. He's already losing his hair. Anyway.
Hey now. Whoa.
Yeah. So
losing, he's straight up lost.
Yeah. That hair gone.
Yeah,
it's so gone.
But I don't know. I think maybe I could see him as Lex Luthor then.
I can't see. Man, he's gonna have to do some real. All I see
he needs to thicken the eyebrows and make them pointy.
He needs to quit smiling.
Yeah, well,
that too. But all I can see him is the mess up on 2.5 Men. That's it. That's all I see him.
Yeah. This headline says CW Supergirl cast Lex Luthor, and now no one's age makes sense. I don't know. I don't really hate that, to be honest. Looking at him now with the shaved head, you know who'd be really good at it? Cameo.
You know, somebody said that I look like Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
I was kind of upset about that.
People tell me I look like Superman, so that makes sense.
Oh, wow.
No, nobody says. Buck just looked at me like nobody says that.
It was the interesting. Tell me more.
I hate you guys. Okay, so any other nerd news before we move on?
I think that's
I think that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, Buck has a new segment for us.
Yeah, it's
I like it because
it's a little game we play around the store here.
Yeah, I get to face off against Cameo.
Yeah, so we call it net worth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll be talking and someone will come up with a celebrity and they're like, ooh, what are they worth?
Yeah.
And then you'll kind of have to guess it. But it's even more fun when you have to guess who has more money.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of times it's man, I could swear that guy, made way more money than that. Or man, under the weird circumstances, shouldn't they have less money or more money? So,
well, give us like a practice round real quick.
Okay. Let's get to Google real quick. I don't know. Give me.
Not sponsored by it.
Yeah. So,
John Cryer.
Okay.
And come up with one, Cameo.
Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
I keep thinking about 2.5 Men.
Winning.
All right. So, how much do you think John Cryer is worth?
I'll go first. Yeah. John Cryer got a net worth of $18 million.
Okay, and how much do you think Charlie Sheen is worth?
Ooh, a lot more than that.
$80 million.
Okay, so Charlie Sheen's net worth currently, according to Google, is worth $20 million.
Ooh,
close.
Okay,
that wasn't close. I was $60 million off.
Oh, you said John Cryer 18. Sorry.
Yeah. So John Cryer. What were you all guessing?
18. Did I say 18?
Yeah, you said 18.
What do you think?
I'll say 10.
$65 million.
Whoa, you had him switched.
Wow.
So, see, it's a great game.
Wow, okay.
So,
okay.
I can see that now because whenever they got Ashton Kutcher on 2.5 Men, he got paid more money for that. So
yeah, that's true. And he probably got a bonus for the Supergirl.
Well, and then there's sometimes things will happen in their lives that like, oh man, that completely wiped them out. Or, sometimes you think, oh man, that thing must have wiped this person out. But oh no, it didn't. It didn't affect them at all. So it's all about that. All right, so
$65 million for John Cryer. Wow.
So first round, who we'll go Suge Knight versus Russell Simmons.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so who I think makes more and what they're worth.
Yeah, it's the who's worth more and what are they worth.
And this is current, like
this as of when I Googled them yesterday.
Okay, because Suge's in jail. I don't know if that's affected his finances, but I'll say Suge is worth. God, this is so hard.
You said Russell Simmons?
Yep.
Okay.
Russell Simmons, I'm going to say he's worth like $150 million, and Suge is probably worth 80.
I'm going to say Russell Simmons is 300 because he's been around for a minute.
I could get with that.
And Suge is, I'll say 150.
Interesting. So, Death Row, when I looked it up, was worth $750 million.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But Suge sold that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And he filed for bankruptcy, and he had all sorts of problems. How's this?
Well, he ran somebody over.
Yeah. He's had some problems.
Deliberately.
Yeah.
So we'll go this first. Russell Simmons, $340 million.
Dang, I was way off.
Suge Knight, $200,000.
200,000.
Oh my gosh!
$200,000.
Yeah,
It couldn't have happened to a better person,
Right? He was sitting on top of the world.
Okay, so
Yeah.
dang,
So,
I knew Russell Simmons was probably, but dang, 300 million.
yeah. My buddy Russ. Anytime that someone mentions Darkseid, they're like, "Man, Suge Knight is after someone."
Yeah. I think maybe Vanilla Ice now has more money.
Man,
Right. Yeah.
Funny you should mention that because he's later down the list.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Okay, so
That's it. That is funny.
next round, Carrot Top versus Dave Chappelle.
Oh, man. Dave
Okay.
Chappelle. Oh, okay. Dave Chappelle, I want to say, is $400 million. And no. Let me do that again. I'll say 200, and Carrot Top, I'll say like 18.
I'll say $1.
This
I'm
is
doing
the price is right.
for Carrot Top. No. Let's see. Carrot Top, $2 million. And then Dave Chappelle, $200 million. What'd you say?
I said 200.
Oh, $300 million.
All right, so Dave Chappelle's famous for saying, "Man, past a certain amount of money, it doesn't really matter how much money you have,
Yeah.
'cause everyone kind of has the same stuff."
Right.
So Dave Chappelle is worth currently $42 million.
Dang, we were way off.
Way off.
$42 million.
Yeah, Carrot Top is worth $75 million.
Shut the front door.
What?
No, he is not.
Google it.
Yeah.
Carrot Top net worth.
Dave Chappelle, you need to go to Netflix and be like, hey, I just put out.
Something's going wrong here.
Yeah, that is terrible. I was
mean,
thinking Dave Chappelle probably has some royalties for, the Chappelle show.
Well, but he had that deal, and then he had to give all that money back. So,
So he doesn't get anything anymore?
it went up.
$85 million.
85. Okay, man, what a
Wow.
difference a day makes.
Oh my gosh.
And let's see what Dave Chappelle is. Hold on.
Today.
Yeah. Oops. Not Cave Chappelle.
See, that's
sure.
crazy
Not Dave Grohl.
because
Dang Don't care about him.
like back to like Russell and them. I knew Russell, he gets all kinds of money for all the artists.
42 million.
42 million. So,
But I was way off. I'm bad at this game.
yeah, we'll
terrible.
change Carrot Top there.
Well, if he didn't turn down a $50 million deal, he'd be higher.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Oh, he's
So-
high enough.
What do you mean? I don't follow. All right. So
Was it over your head?
What?
Abba Zabba, you're my only friend.
Okay.
What? Carrot Top? Get out.
So
What is he doing?
he did all those 1-800 collect commercials.
Okay.
Then he stopped buying props. Then he started working out.
Does he do? Yeah. Does he do Vegas?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay. So Gary Busey versus Lindsay Lohan.
Oh no.
I think. Wow.
Because both of them probably paid a whole lot of money to rehabs.
Yeah. At least Gary Busey did. But he don't forget that he did the Amazon Fire Stick stuff. So I'm gonna say 150 for Gary and Lindsay Lohan.
Did you say low hand?
No, I said Lohan. Lohan.
I thought you said low hand. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll say 60 million.
All right, I'm gonna go Busey 40, Lindsay 20 million.
So they both have $500,000.
Oh my God!
We are so horrible at this game.
No, I mean, all of this is as of the time that I Google.
Okay.
So, are you checking me?
Yeah.
Can I just say, if Lindsay Lohan has $500,000, she might be in my league now.
Oh man.
Yep, 500,000 for Lindsay Lohan. Okay.
I was listening to I think it was Joe Rogan podcast. They had somebody on, and they were talking about how these rising stars will date the lowering stars. So like so like, and at some point they'll meet some of these guys will date like a girl like that was real popular in the 80s because she's on her way down as they're going up. And it was funny, but
that is funny.
Man, $500,000.
Hey,
I believe it about Busey Lohan. She's screwed up.
That was Parent Trap girl right there. So I figured she'd have more money.
Yeah. So I mean,
rehab.
It's really interesting to see. Like, man, it's crazy because you think, man, well, they did this, but wait, they did this. Which one was worth more? Mm-hmm. How did they?
Yeah.
I mean, Kathy Griffin. Carrot Top is making way more money than
right.
Lindsay Lohan
or
That's
Made.
Crazy. Well, yeah, because I guess it also depends on if you invest it wisely and blah, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Okay, so next round, Vanilla Ice versus Coolio.
My Uncle Vanny. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Tater Tot Pocket. So I'm thinking because he's done that and he's a juggalo now.
And he's also he's touring.
Juggalo?
Well, he doesn't wear the makeup, but he's on their at least he was on their record label and like going to all the like juggalo gatherings and all that. I'm gonna say $1 million for Uncle Vanny, and $200,000 for Coolio. Although Coolio was a chef for a little while.
Well, he also's been to court quite a few times too. So
yeah, that gangster's paradise.
Man, I tell you. I'll say
Fantastic
Vanilla Ice, 5 million, and Coolio, 400,000.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't think it could be 5 million because you do remember the reason I brought it up earlier. Suge hung him upside down outside his hotel room and made him sign the rights to the huge song
Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby over to him.
But he was on Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah.
Uncle
you
Vinny.
Think Celebrity Rehab paid much?
Heck, man, they paid something.
I don't think
he's also touring.
Okay, let's hear it, Buck.
Okay, so
I don't even remember what I said.
Vanilla Ice has 18 million.
See, I was 17 million away, but I was up above the
Coolio has $100,000.
Oh, I was close.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. I said 400,000.
That's not close.
That's closer than you were.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Math.
I thought it said 200,000.
No, you didn't.
100,000?
Check the tapes.
Maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe
I definitely have Vanilla Ice making more than Coolio.
Yeah.
Shh. Maybe he won't ever notice.
Okay.
All right. So final round.
Once you like look back at this, re-edit it to like I was right. Like, no, I'm saying like you were right, but like
what I'll do is I'll do the tiebreaker, which I'll tell you here after we get to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's close to my heart. Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera.
Ooh. You remember this fight on Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
This was amazing.
Celebrity Deathmatch was awesome.
They need to bring that back.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, it didn't do too
well. The landscape of MTV now.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching that unless it's teen pregnancy girls fighting to the death.
Every time I'm flipping through and see that Teen Wolf is on, I get so excited and then so let down.
You watched that Teen Wolf, didn't you?
I did for a minute. I did.
Okay.
You're what's wrong with America.
I feel like Britney Spears is probably, because she had the Vegas deal too. I'm gonna say Britney Spears, $150 million, and that's probably not. I really want to say like $80 million, but I'm gonna say $150, and Christina Aguilera, $50 million.
Oh no, dude, no, not at all. I'll say,
but she's on The Voice.
Yeah, I would say Christina Aguilera, 300 million, and I'll say what's her face, Britney Spears, 400 million.
Interesting. All right, so Christina Aguilera has $160 million.
What'd I say? 50, 80?
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that. Britney Spears currently, as of yesterday's Google, $215 million.
Boom!
Wow.
Vegas, baby.
Boom! Yeah, that pays.
But like a show doesn't?
No,
not like that.
Not those TV shows, man.
What?
I mean, I'm sure they pay decent, but no. I bet Vegas pays nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the tiebreaker.
160. Yep.
Who do you think has the higher net worth, Buck?
Cameo.
Damn it.
You are correct.
Probably.
No, probably not.
Cameo.
We're both in radio, so
yeah.
So our net worth is negative.
Negative $100 million.
That's funny. Well, it doesn't matter what your net worth is. You can definitely take advantage of Paint and Cheers 2-for-1 deal.
That's the best segue that we ruined with laughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Starting Monday, November 19th, they're starting their Black Friday sale early. So get your 2-for-1 seats to Paint and Cheers, and that will be good for any time for the next year. So they do large parties, they do date night, ladies' night, all kinds of stuff. You and your friends will have a great time. You don't even have to know how to paint. Adam is going to show you how to do everything. It's so easy, and you'll have a great painting at the end of the night that you'll be proud of. Yep. And like I say, you can buy these for you and your friends. You could buy them for you and your wife, or your husband, or you and your mom. Like, you could give them.
My mom.
Don't talk about my mama. You could give them away as gifts for Christmas.
Hey.
Yeah, 2-for-1 at Paint N Cheers. That's paint, the letter N, cheers.com. Get your seats today, Paint and Cheers. So now it's time for one of my favorite segments, just because we get to say it.
Oh, Buck, yeah.
Oh, Buck, yeah. we were talking about maybe we should get like some voice guy, but it wouldn't be as fun if we weren't able to say, oh, Buck, yeah.
Then if you did that, you'd have to lower your net worth. And that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think mine could get any lower.
You want to see?
No, not really. Not really.
Challenge accepted.
All right. Cameo, do you have a recommendation? Even though it's not called Oh Cameo, yeah.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No.
Man, that sounds better.
No, but it's the first edition of Uncanny X-Men. I just wanted, is it Liefeld or Liefeld?
Liefeld.
So I've been saying it wrong this whole time. But the creator of Deadpool did a variant cover for this, and I wanted it. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Let me see that.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty cool.
Or at least it was.
Now it's mine. You said there was some kind of spoiler in here, Buck.
Yeah.
Let me spoil this for everybody real quick.
Oh, man, check out that page right there.
Oh!
That's the first page.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, so coming out this week, Uncanny X-Men 1. Some sites have been giving it kind of bad reviews, but I read it. I loved it.
Yeah?
It's great. If you've been reading X-Men for a real long time, it picks up and flawlessly keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't read X-Men for 10, 15, 20 years, it does very well kind of throwing you into the mix.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Because it starts off, hey, where's Kitty? Hey, where's Kitty? And then you see Kitty with all these young X-Men, which you just assume, oh, they're trainee X-Men. And they are. And then they encounter some bad guys that you haven't seen in quite a while. And then craziness ensues in, only ways that X-Men comics can deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just point this out real quick? On the inside, I like this right here. Because sometimes I'll read books where, some of the characters everybody knows, but I didn't know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so, like, they got the pictures and the names of everybody right here on the front page, or second page, which I think is pretty cool, actually. Kind of,
I don't know. I don't think DC does that, do they?
They have before, but not often. But yeah, Marvel's kind of started doing that, and especially with big team books like this, where in case you haven't been reading, like Beast has kind of a haircut, kind of looks a little different.
Yeah.
Like X-23 isn't done up like she has been. Costumes have changed, so now you can go in and check. Oh, hey, look, there's that. Oh, look, North Star's on the team. Oh, look, Polaris is rocking her old look. That kind of thing.
Oh, I will say this. Speaking of Polaris, she's getting her headband in The Gifted.
Oh man!
Next episode, can't wait for it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, dang it!
Oh no!
Is this isn't what you were telling them was a spoiler, was it?
No.
Okay.
No, that's the series coming out. The Killmonger series is coming. Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, that's dope.
Yeah. Comes let's see, December. So
speaking of, one of my ex-employees came in today looking just like him.
Oh yeah.
Like hair and everything. I was like, man, tell me you haven't been scarring. So
that'd be kind of cool though.
So yeah, did you watch Blackish when they paid tribute? It was during Halloween. It was their Halloween.
Maybe I haven't seen that one yet.
Episode.
I think the last one I saw, Junior was taking a year off of college.
Oh, yeah.
I love Blackish, but yeah, I need to get
amazing.
caught up. That was. I don't remember if I saw that one or not. But
yeah, check it out.
I see something in the pile there that's interesting.
Could it be Avengers number 10/700?
It wasn't, but go ahead.
I could tell. Okay, so Avengers has been crazy lately. Like, old characters have been showing up and killing other old characters. There have been really big things going on with the Celestials, like, that we haven't seen in a while. Loki's been messing with stuff, and there's some
Loki.
Man, okay, so there's some cameos that show up here. Like, man, what's going on there?
Ooh.
Who's that guy?
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it? So big things are going to happen there. And then, man, who are those guys? You don't know. But it's going to be very important.
Let me ask you this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
Why is it going to be very important?
because it's kind of opening up the Marvel Universe into being, more represented on an international level. But who's
Oh, okay.
with a whole new team of
Wait, hold on. That looked like
didn't it though?
Starbrand shows up to lead the team. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm just going to say that Starbrand. Back a couple pages there. Starbrand may actually have something to do with the things going on
Really?
in this book. Yeah,
That's awesome.
isn't it?
I like that.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna make me have to read it.
Don't.
Starbrand's my dude now, Cameo.
Am I still not?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This show's going to get edited so heavily.
Yeah.
Nope. I just leave Cameo's unprofessionalism right up there for everyone
You want me to
to
find it?
Yeah, you're going to have to find it.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, he's not
No,
that guy, and he's not the guy with the
yeah.
and he's not super, and she's not the with the.
Is that
That's interesting.
That's Speedball, right?
No.
No.
That's interesting. You know, if you want to see what we're
shouldn't
talking
say,
about,
but
though,
yeah.
you got to come get this comic book because that's pretty interesting right there.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're definitely going to fight them.
I will say this though. They were talking about because Henry Cavill is kind of up
Spoiler.
in the air for Superman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That they're saying if they were going to bring any of that character and
I think you just spoiled it, but
no, they don't know.
Cameo.
They don't
that's
know.
what he does.
They don't know.
If they can put 1 and 2 together and
you
make
don't know
it
about
3.
a Henry Cavill analog going on in the.
No, they don't know who I'm talking about because he can play 2 different ones. They don't know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
But
anyways,
now I want to say what that picture kind of reminded me of. But
don't do it.
Don't or do it.
I don't care.
This got hostile quick.
I won't be the spoiler.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
But when do we not? So Avengers.
Yes.
Issue which?
So it's the 700th issue of Avengers, but it's issue 10 of the current run.
Okay. So come get it so you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And that way you won't be spoiled by Cameo.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been reading Avengers, you can kind of jump into this one and be okay.
So I see another thing in that pile that
is it
really
Fantastic Four number 3?
It it wasn't, but now it is. I didn't know that was out.
Finally
yet.
out, and the other issues are going to come out much, much quicker than the previous. Yeah,
sweet, nice. Let me check that.
So,
one
out.
No, why?
He has to talk about it first.
Do I? I mean, with talk like that. I mean, if they're so excited about this, why aren't you?
Yeah, and don't let Cameo see it, or else he'll spoil it.
Oh man, is that Spider-Man?
Spoilers.
He's just on the cover.
That was Spider-Man on the cover.
Yes.
Though. Oh wow.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh snap. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have to do anything. This is the best segment ever.
Yeah. No, because I don't know if I picked up 2 yet.
That was pretty much the last page of 2.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't read 2 yet. So
what?
Yeah, I've been waiting for it, and I've been kind of slow playing.
Did I get 2? Now I gotta look through my stuff, but
man, so excited about it he can't even wait till after the show. He's checking right now.
I am. Now I stole a bunch of the free comics.
Yeah,
don't show Buck
all the stealing of free.
Well, there says only take 1.
Does it?
But
he took 5 of them.
I got nephews.
Man, good thing we have that radio-friendly wrestling bag.
Yeah. Let's see. Vader's Castle.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I do have 2, so I got to read that.
All right.
Oh, did you see the new Turtles?
Yes.
Urban Legends?
He's going to read Fantastic Four number 2 right now.
I am. And then I'm going to read number 3.
Which I have right
now. But definitely I'm excited about Fantastic Four 2 and 3 because that was such a great
So excited that you haven't read 2 yet.
Neither have you, but
because I haven't gotten mine.
I have it. I just have
It's okay, guys.
5,000
I
comics
read it
to read.
enough for both of you.
All right. Is there anything else in that pile?
No, I really wish that there was.
Yeah.
So I can do that. Oh, and this too.
Yeah.
All right. So the one that you've been wanting me to get to the entire segment.
Yes.
Finally.
Mr.
Miracle number 12.
That's the end, right?
Oh, my God. This series has been so amazing.
And did it pay off like you had hoped?
It paid off differently than I had hoped, but I'm just as satisfied.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because, one thing I was worried about is every issue you've raved about.
Yeah.
And I was just hoping that it didn't end where you were like, oh, like a letdown.
No, man.
Like
it's way different than I thought that they were going to go, but oh, man, I love it so much more.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Now, when does the collected?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
I might have to just get 1 through 12 then.
I'm just saying. It's kind of the greatest thing that DC's put out in years.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to read it. For those who haven't heard us talk about what's kind of the setup for Mr. Miracle.
All right. So he's an escape artist named Scott Free. Mm-hmm. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So he's a new god. So he's got all the abilities that just kind of come inherently with it. So he's a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger, faster, But his deal is that he can escape anything.
Okay.
Right? That's his new god thing.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So first issue, he's going through some stuff and tries to kill himself. And everything kind of goes crazy from there.
I can't wait. I really want to read this so bad.
But so the whole series is really him and Barda dealing with the constant war on apocalypse and the things that happen when you're married.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those that as you explain it, like it doesn't really sound like so intriguing. Like, ooh, I want to read about the perils of marriage.
Yeah.
But like it's so well done that I've never seen marriage represented this way in comics before. It's so perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
does he escape marriage?
No. Why would he want to do that?
I mean, I don't know. He escape anything, so I just figured
I know why he would want to. No, I'm just kidding.
Man,
she's pretty huge, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What? Big Barda is huge?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my wife for a second. Like,
no, that's his wife.
What? No, his
wife. No, she's big and powerful and strong and amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
She's wonderful.
Yeah. It's been one of those things that you've got me so excited about reading it because you've raved about it, every issue.
I can't say enough good things about this book. Like it is for me it's Fantastic Four level.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of the things that kind of interests me, how long has Mr. Miracle been a character?
Since late 60s.
Oh, okay. Because, one of the things that I often wonder, I know people talk about this too, was are we ever going to get like anybody who's as big as Batman or Superman or Spider-Man? Is that ever going to happen again?
Daredevil.
Deadpool,
Deadpool.
Wow.
yeah.
Dirtman.
Yeah, Dirtman. God. I quit.
And that was Obuck, yeah. That was Obuck, no.
But, like, characters like Deadpool that kind of come out of nowhere, relatively nowhere, and just kind of take the culture by storm.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be a long time before we see Deadpool stuff go away.
Yeah.
Like he's almost reached like Ninja Turtle or Pokemon status.
Yeah.
In popular, it's one of those where his popularity might die down, but it won't quite go away.
Right.
Like Superman. He's like when everyone's like, "Hey, who's your least favorite superhero?" Most people are like Superman because he can do everything, but like everyone still knows who he is. Everyone still knows his stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, that was Obug. Yeah, we are at New World Comics here in Oklahoma City, so you can get these comics. You can get all kinds of. There's a great selection of comics. They've got like independent stuff. They've got local stuff.
Yep.
And it's great because, like I say, I come in here to New World Comics all the time, and I talk to Tom and Josh, all the Ben's over there hiding out, but. They always whatever I'm interested in, they always have a suggestion that I love. The Harrow County, that one I'm really liking because, like I say, I'm always asking about horror comics, And Tom, I love Tom because Tom will put away something like, I guess he just looks at it and is like, Brad would like this.
Yeah.
And then, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing, but I love it, So, it's one of those things where the more you come in and get to know these people, the better service.
Yeah. The more we know.
And you want that. You don't want people just to come in, grab something, and get the heck out, you know?
Well, we don't want to make it weird either. Like,
yeah.
Hey, what do you like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be like Metalhead just reading comics in the back.
Right.
But I'm just saying, you do want to kind of build a rapport with everyone. So, and it's nice because I'm sure. How often do people come in like I don't know anything, but I'm interested?
About once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, sometimes more, but yeah, on average, about once a week.
What do you feel like they are interested just because of the movies, the shows, their
movies
kids
or shows? Like kids, it's a little different, because kids, they don't really know what they want usually, or they know exactly what they want and want nothing but that.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'll just sit and ask you a few questions like, hey, what's your favorite kind of movie? Are there any characters that you've liked? What did you like most about these things? And then from there, I can think back to other things that I've read, and I can kind of gauge your personality. Like, oh, would you like this more? Would you like this more? Downplay this, play up that, and then here you go. Here's your comics.
A couple more questions real quick before we get out of here. We're wrapping this up, but New World Superhero School.
Yes,
you just did X-Men, right?
Yeah, and then nothing tomorrow. But coming up the weekend of Thanksgiving, like that Saturday, we have Aquaman Day.
Ooh, yeah.
And
nice.
It's, for some, he's everyone's least favorite character, and for some, he's their favorite.
He's kind of polarizing like that. Like, you either love him or you don't.
We have great things planned for both parties.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Man, yeah. No one's going to walk away disappointed from this one.
But it does seem like nobody's like, I kind of like Aquaman.
Yeah.
They just, Yeah,
at most it's he's okay, but you know what I really don't like about him? Or he's okay, but you know what I really do like about him?
But I know a lot of people that do love Aquaman.
Right.
Yeah. That's coming up the day after Black Friday. And so, and then also another one that I'm really looking forward to coming up in December.
Yes.
And that one is Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse, yeah.
Spider-Verse. Ooh, so...
Can I play the overweight Spider-Man?
We already have that cast.
Do you have Noir?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Yeah, AD's going to play that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who else do you have?
I haven't seen AD in
so
like weeks.
People. Yeah.
I'm mad about that. Tell him I'm mad about that.
I will.
That I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
And just tell him I said hi. And Cameo says hi.
Yeah.
We miss AD.
But yeah, if y'all want in on Spider-Verse, let's talk after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I definitely, I don't know if I'll be in it, but I definitely will bring my nephews to it because they love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Last thing I was going to ask, and I guess if you say no, then we'll just cut to black. But any Black Friday sales going on up here at the shop?
Yes, in fact, we have
and black.
Yeah. Yeah. This Thursday into Friday morning, 11 to 1. We have a crazy sale, which I'm sure Ben will bring me a flyer for right now.
Yay! Come around here, Ben. Yeah. Come around so everybody gets to see
Flannel Teen.
Teens and Flannel, the host of Teens and Flannel podcast.
So we're doing half off back issues and 25% off like everything else, just for that 2-hour window. And we have some other deals going on that we're not quite announcing yet.
Okay.
And then for the rest of the weekend, we're doing 30% off everything, 20% off. 30% off back issues, 20% off everything else in the store.
Nice. So if you want to get all 12 Mr. Miracles, that'd be the time.
Well, if they're still here.
Yeah. They might not be.
I'm just saying, we are running low.
Okay. So. And so the other deals that have not been mentioned yet, follow the Facebook page.
Or just show up.
Just show up.
Yep.
Even better. And we've mentioned this before. Y'all are open on Thanksgiving, right?
Yep.
For some amount of time, whenever we can peel away from
right.
the family.
So when you get all full of pecan pie and turkey.
Yeah. What you say, turkey?
Yeah.
Turkey.
Give us a call, see if we're open. If we're here, come on by.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe can we trade like our leftovers? That's what you should do. You should have a leftover drive.
So we tried that once. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, because there was stuff that was like bites taken out of it.
Oh, no, that's wrong.
Or
you should have brought a plate, like a full
or
plate.
Or there was stuff. Have you refrigerated this in the last 8 hours?
It was was there any Jello with cat food in it?
So no. Although there's some things that looks like it.
Yeah.
Although sometimes people like, hey, here's a full pie.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Nerds to Men. We had a great time today. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can check out Buck's New World Comic Podcast at all the same places that you get the Nerds to Men. And then, of course, Nerds to Men is on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, all of that. YouTube,
social media,
Facebook. We'd love for you to come, hang out with us on Facebook.
Yeah, chat with us.
Yeah, Twitter, all of that. So that's Nerds to Men.
Yeah.
Dirtman for life.
I was going to say keep it nerdy, but that's the best.
Dirtman for life.